Here is a simple tutorial on how to draft this stylish deep neckline sweetheart bustier blouse with asymmetric hemline. So to start drafting out this pattern, mark the shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust and shoulder to waistline, then indicate my blouse length. For the blouse length of this dress, you need to place your tape at the shoulder and measure where you want it to stop. Next, you're going to start by placing your tape and you will mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Now come down by 1 inch. You will mark a basic neckline of 3 inches here. From these 3 inches, connect it to that 1 inch you came down. The next step is to find your chest line or your armhole line, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, you will make a mark there. Place your ruler and draw out a straight line. Now place back your tape and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Place your ruler, connect this all the way up. After you're done connecting, place your tape and divide what you have into 2 equal parts and mark the midpoint. Come out by ½ inch here. Now place your tape and mark your bust round measurement divided by 4. Connect from the midpoint to the upper part and connect your bust measurement divided by 4. The next step is to mark your dart, which I'll start by marking the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mine is 7 divided by 2 will give me 3.5 inches. Mark this all the way to the lower part of this dress. So after I'm done marking at this point, from the neckline to the shoulder, I'll divide it by 2. Place my ruler and connect. After connecting now, we are going to take our dart intake. Now, for a smaller bust, use 1 inch on both sides. If you're drafting for someone that has a fuller bust, go ahead to use 1.5 inches on both sides of your pattern. Now, you're going to place your ruler and you're going to connect this all the way down to the lower part of your pattern. Now, go ahead to also connect on the other side. I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline. Now let's connect from the bust to the under bust area. So I'll connect this and also connect at the other side. Now the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead and insert or measure where you want the neckline to be. So please take this measurement. Like you said, you don't want the neckline to be too deep, so you can consider placing your tape on the shoulder and measure exactly where you want it to be. You can consider using 2.5 inches or 2 inches, but if the person is busty, you can use up to 3 inches. Out a straight line there. So for a dart intake for someone that has a smaller bust, 1 inch is okay. For a fuller bust, use 1 inch here and 1.5 here. Go ahead and connect from the bust to the under bust and also connect at the other side of your pattern. Now you need to insert your body measurements, but first of all, I'll go ahead to outline my pattern to make it more visible for you to see. Please sorry for the noise at the background of this video. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. I will pick this dart I have here. You can also use the one at your over bust, but I prefer the one at the chest line so that I don't have any excess at the front part of my pattern. Then add your sewing allowance of your choice. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add your stitching allowance. After marking that, at your waistline, you will notice the waistline is snatched. For instance, my waist is 28 and I want to reduce it to 26. I'll deduct 2 inches from it. Then I'll divide that 26 by 4. I'll mark, then pick the dart intake, replace and add my stitching allowance. Here at the hip point, you're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake you have here. Place it and add your stitching allowance. So after doing this, I'll go ahead to connect my pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So after I'm done marking this, the next step I'll take is to mark my bust dart. Now to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For example, my shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 16. You're going to deduct that 16 inches from 17 and what I have is 1 inch. I'll go ahead to connect this and mark this out. Now all this measurement, I will transfer it back to the other side. I will mark this out again. So to shorten the tutorial, to avoid it being too long, what I'll do is just to do it off the camera exactly what I did on this side. I'll place my tape and measure from how deep you want the neckline to be. I'm using about 7 inches. So you should also compare this if it's okay for you. If not, go ahead to readjust. Now when you're drafting out the neckline, it has like a curvy shape. So you have to follow that and connect it to the armhole. So after connecting this, the next step is I'll come out by 3 inches here. Now this design on the neckline is actually like that asymmetric design at the hemline of your lace. You just cut it out and place it. It should be at least up to 3 or 3.5 inches. Now to tighten your yoke, mark 0.35. So this asymmetric design I marked here is just for design sake. You need to cut out your lace, that part that has those design, that's what you're going to use at this part, right? Then you're going to take out little that from it to tighten it. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly ask. Now merge the neckline, make sure that is matching. This is very important so that when you're joining it, it will give you the same thing. I'll just use a freehand sketch to mark here because I'll use one side to cut out the upper part of the dress, right? This is just to show how it will look here, but I'm using the other side to cut the full dress. The only part that I'll be making use of the measurement is towards the hemline of this dress. Now let's go ahead to work on the hemline. Now you notice one side is shorter and one side is longer. One side is about 3.5 to 4 inches, right? The other side is about 7 to 8 inches or 9 inches. So here use about 3.5 to 4 inches. Or you can go ahead to measure depending on the person's body type. Now I'm trying to recreate the hemline we have on this dress, right? So I'm just doing this with a free hand while watching what we have. When you get to this point, blend out your dart. Now you start connecting towards this side. Blend out your dart here so that it will match out. Now you now connect this all the way down. Now for this side, you should measure at least 7 to 8 inches, or less the person is very tall, you can consider 9 inches, or place your tape at the waist and measure where you want the longest part of the blouse to stop so that you're going to have an accurate measurement. So after this, what I will do is just go ahead to cut my pattern. Like I said, I'm using this side to cut out the cup area so that I will have the same measurement on each side. Now if you have any part you don't understand, please kindly go ahead to ask. So please, sorry for the noise at the background of this video. So I'll just go ahead to use the pin to hold the other side and I will cut this out. When you're cutting the hemline, please make sure you don't cut out the same because we have two different hemline. And also remember to fold or blend in your bust dart at the back. So after cutting this, I'll go ahead to draft out the back pattern of this dress. So this is what I have after cutting. For the back pattern, I've marked out the basic measurements, the chest line, waistline and blouse length. So you start by marking your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. After marking that, you place your ruler and connect it all the way down. So after you're done connecting at this point, you mark ½ inch on both sides, come down by 1 inch here, then mark ½ inch here. I'm taking my darts down because I want to go ahead to blend it out. So after I'm done blending this out, the next step I'll take is to extend this all the way to the upper part. That 1 inch I came down from the upper part, then extend it all the way down to the lower part of my pattern. Next step is to insert our body measurement. I'll place the tape, mark the bust measurement divided by 4, add my sewing allowance. Now that waist measurement we used, that one that we snatched for the waistline, that is what you use for the back. Mark it again. Then you are going to pick the dart intake, replace and add your stitching allowance. So after marking this at the lower part, you're going to mark the hip measurement divided by 4. Then after marking that, pick this dart intake you have here now. Go ahead to replace it and add your stitching allowance. After marking that, you're going to place your tape to connect. I'm going to extend this all the way to the blouse length of this dress. After I'm done marking at this point, we are going to mark out the lacing area.
So I'll use my marker also to outline, just in case, to make it more visible for you to see. But before doing that, come down 1/2 inch from the chest line and then connect it. This is because you don't want the lacing area to be popping up when you're putting it on. For the lacing, you can use 1.5 to 2 inches because the spacing for the lacing is not much, right? Preferably you can use 1.5 inches so that if you lace it up, it can close easily, just like we have seen on that at the back of the dress, right? But there's a little space between it. You're going to add your modesty panel. So I'm just going to make this dot to indicate I have the lacing. From the hemline here, I'll connect to the other side, right? So for this blouse, so for the neckline of this dress, the depth of the neckline, use 1.5 inches. Also readjust the neckline to suit that of the back. Sorry, I made a mistake when connecting that. So from here, you connect to your lacing area, and from your lacing area, come up by 0.25 or 0.3 to tighten the yoke. Then I'll outline it. So I will go ahead to connect. I'll use my marker to readjust to make it more visible for you to see. Please go ahead to connect the neckline, readjust the neckline like I said. And also for the blouse, I felt this part was too long, so I readjusted it at the end of the video. So you know this video has two parts. The part that the side is longer and the other side is shorter. So when cutting, we are going to cut out the part that has the longer hemline first. Then we'll now cut out the side that has the shorter hemline. So after cutting that out, I'll go ahead to cut the body of the dress. So I'm going to cut this in a way that if you want, you can cut out the dart or you can blend the darts. If you're not the type that likes sewing your darts, like me, I like blending my back dart to reduce the stress of joining and rejoining our pattern, right? So I'm going to cut out this side. Now you use this to cut out your pattern that has the longer hemline. I felt like this part was too long, so I will readjust it much later. So blend it, and this is what you have for the longer side. Now for the shorter side, all you have to do is to blend here, come down by 3.5 to 4 inches and connect. Now for the longer side, should be around 7 to 8 inches, or depending from your waistline to the longest part of your dress. So just like I said, I felt this part was too long. What I'll do is I'll take out like 1.5 to 2 inches from it and then readjust the hemline. You know, the back length should not be up to like 7 inches at the back, so that it won't be difficult to put on the dress.